Hello, good morning, all. Today, we are going to have a discussion on an interesting topic that comes under vocabulary, the difference between British vocabulary and American vocabulary. Right. So, as all of you might have been watching cricket matches on live telecast, and some of you watching National Geographical Channel, and some of you might be BBC, like British Broadcasting Council and CNN News channels. But one thing that you have to observe over here, definitely, as far as concerned to my knowledge, you must have confused so many times as you heard different kinds of accent or pronunciation while they talk in BBC, in CNN, and Geographical Channel, and in cricket matches. For example, take an example of today. Today, in our India, Indian people pronounce it today. And when it comes to England, they pronounce it as today. And at the same time, in American slang, uttered in a different manner, like today. Above all, the Australian pronunciation of today is to die, is absolutely funny. So, in this regard, I would like to tell you one example. So, one of the ambassadors from Australia visited India, and as per protocol, Indian IFS officer, Indian Foreign Services officer, had been to airport to receive him, and as a token of respect, he asked the Australian ambassador, "Welcome India, sir. When did you come?" And the Australian ambassador said, "I have come to die." So, as soon as the IFS officer heard to die, he was very much confused and baffled. He thought, all the way you have come from Australia to India to die? So, this is something about, the accent, pronunciation, etc., etc. In our today's topic, let us have a look what American slang that makes difference than that of British or RP. RP means received pronunciation, whatever the pronunciation or accent that we are using right now in India, it is received from British. In fact, American slang, the word that I have used earlier, the meaning of slang is it was a secret code language used by smugglers. It was a secret code language used by smugglers in olden days. But what happened later, it became very popular in the world, and today whoever speaks in American accent or in American pronunciation or American slang would be labeled or assumed as a sophisticated person. As of now, so many admirers run after American accent. Okay, this is something about you know American slang. And now let us come to our today's topic. How British words differ from American words. Now let us come to the first slide. It is sometimes said that America and Britain are two nations divided by a common language. So America uses English, Britain also uses English, but they are divided. Why? Because of this language. British and American English differ in spelling. Why they differ with each other? Why they differ with each other? It's because of spelling, because of pronunciation, because of vocabulary, because of grammar. Right? That is why, both nations use English language as their mother tongue, but they differ from each other because of spelling, pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar. Right. We often see the difference between British and American English in terms of spelling. So, if you observe one thing in regard with spelling, you can find the difference. Like, COLOR, LABOR, CHECK. These are the American English spellings of color. COLOR, color, LABOR, labor, CHECK, check instead of color. When it comes to written English, the spelling of color will be like this: COLOUR, color, LABOUR, labor, CHEQUE is check instead of. So, this is the difference between the spelling. And the next point, but the most noticeable difference between British and American English is vocabulary. Vocabulary. Vocabulary means, once again, words. In earlier, we have come across with spellings. And right now, we are going to have a discussion on vocabulary between British and American. The British and Americans use different words to refer to the same thing. This is what the most interesting thing. For the same thing, they use different words. What are they? Now, what the British call sofa. Britishers, they call sofa, as you know very well. Sofa, we are also very much familiar with that word. But when it comes to Americans, they call it as couch, COUCH, couch. And like that, pavement in British English, pavement in British English, it is called as sidewalk in American English. Okay? And now, toilet is the most word that we often use in Britain English, even in India also. But when it comes to America, it is being used as restroom. Restroom. When we think about restroom, our mind definitely go for restroom means it's kind of a bedroom. But in American English, restroom means a toilet. Okay, and so on. Now, on the other hand, sometimes the same word has different meanings in British and American English. The same word has different meanings in British and American English. For example, boot. Boot in British English. So the meaning of boot is trunk of a car. Trunk of a car. Trunk of a car means the front of a car. While in American English, it is footwear. Footwear. Okay. Footwear, coach. In British English, is a bus. Is a bus. And in American English, it means a person who manages a sports team. Right. And now let us come to the next one, first floor. First floor. This is also very commonly used in Indian English. First floor in British English is the floor above the ground floor. And in American English, it is the ground floor. Look at the interesting thing. The first floor in British English is the floor above the ground floor, but whereas concerned to American English, it is the ground floor. Here are some words in British and American English that refer to the same thing. Okay? The list of words which have been given in your textbook, okay, that tells us, that denotes us the difference between British and American words. For example, in Britain English, autumn, autumn, the season. In American English, it is called as fall. Okay, as fall. And in Britain English, biscuit, biscuit. In American English, it is called as cookie, cookie. And in Britain English, it is called cash point. In American English, it is called ATM. I hope every one of you people are very much familiar with ATM. So ATM is an American vocabulary. In Britain English, it has to be called as cash point. Then next, in Britain English, chemist, chemist. When it comes to American, it becomes drugstore. Drugstore means medical store. And in Britain English, crossroads, which we often use this word, crossroads, like RTC crossroads, Paradise crossroads. But when it comes to America, it is called intersection. Intersection. And in Britain English, curtains, the curtains which we use for our bedrooms and windows, in American they are called as drapes. DRAPES, drapes. And dustbin, this is also very commonly used word in our India. As I have told you, we have been using RP, that is received pronunciation of England. So we call it as dustbin. In Britain English also it is called dustbin. But when it comes to American, uh, it transforms into trash can. Trash can. Okay. And then flat. Flat is mostly we use this word, but when it comes to American English, it is called as apartment. And flyover is the very common word in our day-to-day life nowadays. In Britain English it is called flyover. In American English it is called overpass. Right? And in British English, football, it is called. When it comes to American English, it is called soccer. So these words we can see in the paper. It has become very common right now. People like you are very much known to this word soccer, right? And then next, full stop. When it comes to punctuation, we often used to say full stop, right? But when it comes to American English, it is called period, right? And handbag in Britain English, American English, it is called purse. Holidays in Britain English, of course, we are very much aware of holidays, but when it comes to American English, it is called vacation. And lift, this is also common word which we often use. In American English, it is called elevator. And then next, lorry. This is also very common to everyone, though who are uneducated also. They also often use this word lorry. And in American English, it is called truck. And luggage. Luggage is also one of the common words that we often use. When it comes to American English, American vocabulary, it is known as baggage. And mobile phone is the British word, cell phone is the American word. Petrol, which we often use, petrol. In America, it is known as gasoline. Photo in Britain English. In American English, it is called picture. Post. We are very much familiar with this word post office in India. This is a Britain English word. But when it comes to American, it is called mail. Then next, queue. In American English, it is called line. Then next, staff. In Britain English, it is known as faculty in American vocabulary. And then next, tap, T-A-P, tap. In Britain English, it is known as faucet in American English. Taxi in Britain English, even in India also it is being used. And when it comes to America, cab, it is known as cab. And term in Britain English, first term examination, second term examinations, like that. But when it comes to American vocabulary, it becomes semester, first semester, second semester. Semester is a word of America. Timetable is a Britain English word, When it comes to America, it is called schedule. It is called schedule. Already I have given this one, toilet in Britain English, restroom in American English. Torchlight, once again, in Britain English, flashlight in American English. Trousers, this is what, we often commit mistakes. Trousers and pants. Okay, we often used to call it pant. It is not like that. Pants, it should be. And in Britain English, it is called wardrobe, the last word, wardrobe. In American English, it is called closet. Okay. And now, some exercises have been given in your textbook. Okay. You just have a look. Of course, you don't worry about the exercises because I have done for your comfort, for your knowledge, right? Replace the American English word in italics with a British English word. Number 1. Where did you buy the grapes? Where did you buy the grapes? Okay, grape is nothing to do with, fruits like, right? This is called curtains. We use for our bedrooms, for our windows and drawing rooms like. Where did you buy the grapes? Grapes means here curtains. The elevator. Elevator means lift. Right? British word is lift. And let us go for third one. I would like to buy a new purse. Handbag is a British English word. Purse is an American. Handbag is a Britain word. Have you been to Rashi's new apartment? Number 4. Apartment is American and flat is Britain. I have fever. Please bring me some medicines from the drugstore. Drugstore, which we often call it as a medical store, but when it comes to American English, it becomes chemist. Right? And then, on my way to the city, I shall stop by to fill my car with gas. Gas is American word. Petrol is English word. Britain English word. Please clear the baggage. Baggage is an American word. Luggage is English word. Britain English word. I am planning to go on a tour after my second semester. Right, like that. Then next, 9th one, the buses are off the roads. Let us go back home by a cab. Cab is an American word. Taxi is an English word. Look at my closet. Closet has to be wardrobe. Right? And then next, let us come to the second exercise. Replace the British English word in italics with an American English word. So now, we have to change British English word into American English words. Yesterday, I drove to the city in my car. I stopped in front of a cash point. Cash point is a British English word. ATM. Within the bracket you can find ATM is an American English word. Now let us come to the next one. A young boy told me to take a left turn at the crossroads. Crossroads is a British word. Intersection is an American word. And ask again at the petrol station. Once again, petrol station is a British one. Gasoline is the American one. There, a man told me to take the first exit of the flyover. Flyover is a British one. Overpass within the bracket is a American one. And now, on the way, I saw trucks carrying goods after I had crossed a huge flat. Trucks, American, lorry, Britain English. I'm sorry, it is not being underlined. Flat once again, an apartment. I parked my car and walked to the stadium to watch a football match. Football is a Britain English one, soccer is an American one. Let us come to the exercise number 3. This is something, some words have been given in the box in your textbook. If you want, just have a look on that. But don't worry, I have done for you people what kind of appropriate words that exactly fits these sentences. In London, you buy biscuits. At the confectioners in the US, you buy cookies. In England, they call as biscuits. In US, they call as cookies. And now, in the US, you take a cab. In US, it is called cab. When it comes to UK, it is called a taxi. Even in India also, we often go for. Right. And in the UK, that is United Kingdom, you wear trousers. In the US, you wear pants. Trousers, pants are same, but words are different. Number 4, in the US, you plan to go on a vacation. In the UK, you go on holidays. In America, holidays is known as vacation, but in India as well as UK, it is known as holidays. You wait in a queue to board a bus in the UK. Queue is known as in England and in India, but when it comes to US, it is known as a line. Okay. 6th one. In the US, a period is put at the end of every sentence. Period means once again full stop. In UK, it is called full stop. In punctuation also, in first year we have discussed. In the UK, you click your photo. Photo. In UK, it is called photo, but in USA, it is called picture, not photo. In the US, you talk on a cell phone. In America, it is called a cell phone. In Britain, it is called mobile. In UK, school's timetable is displayed on the notice boards. So in UK, it is called timetable, right? But when it comes to America, it is called schedule. Schedule, right? All of you are very much familiar with timetable, since you people have been attending classes for the past 10 years or 12 years like. Now let us come to the 10th one. When there is a blackout in the UK, you light a torch. Torch is Britain one. Flashlight is American one. And now, exercise number 4. Using the italicized words as clues, identify whether the following sentences are in British English or in American English. Give the alternative words. Example, have you seen the latest model of the truck? American English, it is truck. Okay. British English, it is called lorry. Now, have you seen the movie that released yesterday? Movie. The other name of movie is film or cinema. I have applied for my driving license. It is driver's license. Please submit your resume by tomorrow. The answer is CV. CV means curriculum vitae. I left my room key at the reception. I left my room key at the reception. That means the answer is front desk. Fifth one, I displayed the poster on the notice board. Notice board is something, different from bulletin board. Now the sixth one, the janitor opened the rooms when we arrived. So in other words, janitor is known as caretaker. And then next, the seventh one, his car bonnet was badly damaged in the accident. The answer is hood. The parking lot was full. Car parking was full. Ninth one, he asked me to call him tomorrow. The answer is to ring. To ring him tomorrow. I am very fond of my motorcycle. In America, it is known as motorbike. And for your comfort, I have, taken some American and Britain words for your knowledge so that you can use it whenever you need it. In Britain English, it is called match. In American English, it is called game. In Britain English, it is called side. In American English, it is called team. In Britain English, it is called pitch. In American English, it is called field. In Britain English, it is called interval. In American English, it is called intermission. In Britain English, it is called dress circle. In American English, it is called mezzanine. In Britain English, it is called AdWords. In American English, it is called commercials. In Britain English, it is called rubbish. In American English, it is called garbage or trash. In Britain English, it is called slippers. This is a very common word which we often use, slippers. But in American English word, it is called as flip-flop. In Britain English, it is called current account. Current account. In American English, it is called checking account. In Britain English, it is called shop assistant. In American English, it is called sales person. So, like this, my dear, a very strange seems to be, but this is the fact. So, you should not worry about all these things, whether you pronounce it in proper way or not in a proper way, it doesn't matter. But the thing is, you should know the exact meaning of a word so that you can easily manage everything when it comes to English subject. Thank you very much. Today's session will end and we'll meet in the next session. Thank you very much. Anja? Yeah. Anja. Hmm. చూడు